Greetings, everybody, from every corner of the globe. I welcome you to the For Life Business Opportunity Meeting. My name is Siobhan Shaw, and I'm actually a really proud member of the For Life family. I'm a nurturer of both community and growth, and I am actually the catalyst behind a nonprofit that develops and strengthens community farms and gardens anywhere in the world. It's called Growing to Give. And that's how my path for life started, because I was inspired by our chief strategist, Jillian Murray, who got involved with For Life. She and Dr. Ronnie, who is Steve Harvey's naturopath, got involved. And Jillian, actually, you're a newly mined diamond in For Life. So congratulations. I just want to say that because I'm very proud of you. And like a farmer, I patiently, I'm always nurturing crops, right? So I've really seen the fruits of my labor so far with For Life in just a few months. I mean, here I am being asked to host the business opportunity calls, and so my goal with For Life is to actually introduce the opportunity to other nonprofit leaders around the world, because nonprofit leaders like myself are always looking to fundraise, and we focus on it every day. So let's stop the struggle, because For Life is a great way to bring in some extra funds for our nonprofits. And I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my story of how my health has improved, and with the For Life products. I started on transfer factor, and I've seen just an amazing rejuvenation in my husband's health and my health. I work outside a lot. Over the pandemic, I was in an area that had a lot of wildfires. And so basically what happened was my lungs just got really full of smoke, and I just never thought I would be able to breathe again, right? I started transfer factor, and my breathing is pretty much back to normal. I have this arthritic finger, you can see right here. Like my mom, who was a farmer, I had this sort of nodule, and it would get red and inflamed all the time. That doesn't happen. I still have a crooked finger, but it's not hurting anymore. It's amazing. And I find, like, when I'm doing my exercises and things, I can move much more easily. John had a persistent cough for over a year. He was just coughing and coughing, and it's completely gone. Like, it's completely gone. It's quiet in the house again. It's so amazing. He even called Jillian one day and he said, "Let's hear it for X Factor," because that's what he calls it. And he was really, really impressed. And it takes a lot to impress him. And even his chiropractor is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because, I can move you easily. I can adjust you better, more easily. You're not puffy anymore. You got to tell me what you're doing. So that is an exciting aspect of For Life for me, is the health aspect. And so I've been involved in lots of industries over my career. I've met lots and lots of people, business leaders, motivational speakers. I've worked with some, and I have never met someone with such enthusiasm and dedication towards his team, right down to the last person who joined it. And that's Dave Daughtrey. He's an entrepreneur extraordinaire. He's reached the pinnacle of success. He and his amazing and beautiful wife, Gabriella, lead the For Life team's largest team for For Life. And I just know that, we're going to watch him open a market on Mars if he could. So Dave has gained health along with wealth through For Life's immune system company. And all this success, if you've had any success in your life, you know what it takes. It's courage, right? Because you've got to survive the tough times, and you've got these hard uphill climbs to get to the top. And he has done this. He's reached the pinnacle of success. He's done it with compassion for his fellow human beings. it's the ultimate American dream story. And he wants that for each of you. So Mr. Dave Daughtrey, who is a catalyst in his own right, will be sharing with you about the opportunity at For Life. And Dave, take it away.
Thank you, Siobhan. I appreciate that introduction. And it's always wonderful to be working with people that are just getting involved with For Life, such as yourself and Jillian. And congratulations, Jillian, a new diamond. And looking forward to seeing many of you achieve the rank of diamond and above as you build your For Life organizations around the world. I want to say welcome to our people from Africa. I see Monica from South Africa. Hi, Monica. And we've got, of course, Trisha and her team over there in Kenya and some of our other Kenyan friends. I see Wangechi. And so many of you, even from Uganda, I believe, here. And we've got the Caribbean. We've got St. Martin. Jillian's in St. Martin. So this is what makes it so fun. I've traveled to 106 countries physically. I've been there. And you can't be there, all the time in every country. But through this technology that we have, it's a networker's dream to be able to do a virtual meeting and have people join from all over the world. And that's what networking is all about. I'm a networker. And I get asked fairly often, what I do for a living. And the first thing I tell people is I'm a networker. And they ask, well, what's a networker? And I do that because it brings curiosity. People are curious, well, what's a networker? And I explain to them that I work in the health and wellness business. I market a line of high-end, I always tell people, high-end nutritional supplements that have an impact on people's lives. And they're products that people aren't even familiar with. And then people generally ask me, well, what is it? And then I proceed to tell them. So as a networker, and a trainer and inspirer, motivator, mentor, all those things, I feel that my number one goal with my team is to help everybody be the best they can be, the best version of yourself that you can be. And frankly, that just means developing, growing, learning to also be a professional networker. And I understand that pretty much everybody here has a background in something. I know like Monica in South Africa is a naturopath. Jillian, you're a trainer that was in Avon, one of the top trainers, corporate trainers, in Avon. And Cloudy has the same background. Siobhan, you with the nonprofits, and we've got people, you all come from different backgrounds. And so everyone has their strengths on what they do. And I feel that for those of you that want to become top networkers and change your life and the life of others, both physically from our products, learning about our products and using our products, and then financially through the opportunity, my job, my purpose is to assist you in doing that. I have a philosophy: upline serves the downline. I serve you. If you duplicate that philosophy of serving your people, supporting your people, being a good sponsor, being a good upline, doesn't mean you're going to build everybody's business. You can't do that. It's a team effort. It's working together. Everyone's responsible ultimately for their own success, but you'd be amazed what can be accomplished when working together. Strength in numbers, synergy, it's called. So as a networker, again, my purpose, my job is to help anybody that wants to become the best networker they can be. So when I am presenting and talking to people, and we're going to get into the presentation here in just a minute, I try to do things just very naturally. When I'm out and about talking to someone, I don't have a PowerPoint in my hand. And I don't like something that seems like a canned, like I'm reading out of a script or something that's just very mechanical. I like things to be very natural when I talk to people. And that takes some time to develop that, to be able to just talk to someone and explain. But honestly, anybody can learn it. And you can learn it actually very quickly. So when you present and talk to somebody, there's three main things that I like to share with them. My company, I'm very proud of our 25-year-old, we're over 25, we're in our 26th year now. company that's multinational all over the world. And our company for over 25 years now has paid us, and never one time have they ever missed a commission in 25 years. All right. So multinational, over 80 patents, scientific, a company that researches and bases everything on science. All right. Validates its product through third party validation, whether it's a university or whether it's some third party institution. Our products go through a rigorous research and development, and then validation, verification, substantiation, until it finally gets to us, where we have a product that we know is going to do what we say it does. That was the promise of our founder, David Lisenby. So I'm very proud of our company. And I have to say this, the one thing I've learned over my 25 years with For Life, you are who you associate yourself with. We surround ourselves with people every day, and we're just like the people that we associate with on a regular basis. And I'm very proud to be associated with David Lisenby and the people of For Life, because we are a conservative company, and that's why we're debt free. We have no debt. They don't owe 1 shilling, not 1 rand, 1 cent to anybody. That's important in today's environment. We're right now going through a financial challenge, and I'd even say that it's a financial crisis, around the world that's going on right now. So it's nice to be with a company that's debt free, and you don't have to worry about our company going down or filing bankruptcy or something happening where they start closing markets. I've got a lot of people that are joining me since last year from other companies because the companies have gone down. So when I talk to people, I like to tell them about my company, how I feel about my company, and how proud I am of my company, For Life. So all of us should be able to do the same thing. So it's about the bullet points, all right, when you talk to someone. As I just mentioned, multinational company, 25-year history, a company based on research. We are called For Life Research, where our products are scientifically validated, clinical trials on many of our products that you can find on the website, over 80 patents that we have. So over 1,000 employees to serve you. You can build your business all over the world. I mean, I love the fact that Jillian's on an island in St. Martin, and she's got people in different parts of the world now in her network, and building her business right from the middle of the Caribbean Ocean. That's what makes this business so great. So 1 is the company. Number 2, our products. Being able to share with someone the benefits. It's all about the benefits of using our products. Siobhan just shared her testimony and testimony of her husband using our products. In my travels over 25 years, I have seen testimonies that sometimes are almost unbelievable, from people whose lives have been changed by using our products. But when I think about it, it makes sense. Our product is the only product that I'm aware of on this planet that has the ability to do something that no other product can do. What is that? Well, we all have something called an immune system. What is the responsibility of your immune system? To defend you, to protect you. We all just went through a pandemic recently. Many people lost family members, all right, or somebody you might have known. Why? Why did that happen? Because the immune system had a slow response in identifying that particular enemy, that particular threat. When you have a slow immune response, that threat can basically eliminate you. So what does your immune system do? It recognizes threats, and then it mounts an immune response against that threat to protect you. But in order to have an immune response, you've got to recognize the threat. Well, guess what transfer factor does? That's our premier product, transfer factor. There's no herb, no plant, no vitamin, no mineral, no supplement on the planet other than transfer factor that can literally transfer immune knowledge, educate your immune system to identify threats, whatever that threat may be, whether it's small or big. And that's how it impacted my life in 1998. I had an autoimmune condition. And, and that's kind of a different aspect of transfer factor, because not only does it protect you from threats, it also modulates or balances your immune system. So it calms it down if you have an overactive immune system. But when you have a product that literally educates the immune system to identify threats, whatever those threats may be, you can live an active, healthy life and you feel wonderful. I'm 63 years old, and I go hiking. I feel sometimes like I'm 22. And that's what I love about our products, is the way they make you feel. So transfer factor, if you want to understand it, the best way to do it is through our app. We have an app that everyone can use. If you're a For Life distributor, you can download the app in your Android, your iPhone, log into that app, put in your ID number and your password, and you have access to all kinds of information. All right. You've got videos, you've got product profiles. You can even manage your business from the app. And we'll get into the business part of this in just a minute. Right from within the application, all the reports that you need and so forth. All right. So get that app and start learning a bit about the products. Each product has a profile. Okay. Our Transfer Factor Plus is our premier product. Then, through science, we've learned that we can target systems of the body. We all have different systems. We've got a cardiovascular system, a reproductive system, a nervous system, all kinds of systems that we have, respiratory system. We can target these systems, whether it be lung, kidney, bladder, urinary, and our KBU, whether it be the brain and nervous system with our recall, cardio with our cardiovascular, targets the cardiovascular system with our transfer factor cardio. So we're able to specifically target systems of the body. So when people are, just getting started and they say, Dave, what product do you recommend? Well, if someone's feeling okay and they just want to prevent and protect themselves from threats, Transfer Factor Plus. Or if you can get Right Start, which I think many of you can in your countries, Right Start for me is the best all-around regimen there is, because it's got transfer factor, it's got all your vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, antioxidants, everything, all in one package. So start with Right Start. But everyone should be taking transfer factor. All right. The best way to remember the benefits of transfer factor are what we call the 3 R's. Recognize threats, respond to those threats by mounting an immune response. And by the way, we have a clinical study now that has come out that shows that when you take transfer factor, your immune cells are activated within 2 hours of taking transfer factor. So recognize, then respond with an immune response. And 3, remember. Now, the part of remember, it's important to know that it's not like you take transfer factor and all of a sudden your immune system remembers every threat there is for the rest of your life. No, our bodies are changing every second. You have cells that die and new cells are born to replace those cells that die. Well, you need to keep your immune cells educated. I'm real big on analogies. I like to, use analogies. So when I'm having fun with people and explaining something, when it comes to the part of your immune system remembering, I always say, well, did you study mathematics in high school? And they say, yeah. Did you study algebra? Yeah. Do you remember every formula today? No, you don't. But if you were an algebra teacher in school right now, then you would remember, because through the years, you've continuously kept yourself educated on algebra. Well, your immune system is the same way. You continuously keep it educated on identifying, recognizing threats. That's what we want. And that's how transfer factor works. Okay. Again, all of this is in the app or online at forlife.com. Now, when you've got a great company, you've got a great product that you can be proud of to share with people that's unique, has over 80 patents worldwide on our technology, and you can share that with someone, that equals a great opportunity. You see, there's so many people around the world that have never even heard of transfer factor, billions of people, and for life research. That's what our job and responsibility is, to get out and share, spread the word, share with people about our company, product, and opportunity for anybody that would like to know more about it. Okay, so I've now, over the last, 15 plus minutes, talked about our company. Bullet points, knowing the points about our company. We talked about transfer factor, our main technology, and we've got other great technologies as well, such as gold factor, which is, telomerase technology or telomere technology. If you don't know about telomeres, you can learn about that on Google if you want. But we've got products, again, that are unique products that have an impact on people's lives, right? What about the opportunity? That's the part that, especially if you're new and just getting started, all right, you don't have to know everything, because everything doesn't really apply to you. I've been with For Life for 25 years, and I'm a platinum international diamond. I'm at the top of the plan, but it took me years to get there. It didn't happen overnight. So the first thing I did was started sharing this with people, and I wanted to get myself to diamond. We've got a number of diamonds here. Tricia in Kenya, Jillian, Monica in South Africa is a diamond as well. And many of you here, Claudia, many of you here have reached the rank of diamond. All right. And forgive me if I've not mentioned your name and you're a diamond. But how do you get to diamond? To keep it simple, you sponsor 6 people. 6. And those 6 people each have to purchase or sell 100 life points on their For Life account. Well, what's 100 life points? It's a few bottles of product. That's it. Let's just say 2 to 3 bottles. It just depends on what the product is. All right. And that's all. Well, how do you do that? You can buy it and sell it, or you can use your app and you can send links to people. Like in the United States, I understand that the app doesn't apply in every country there is out there, but you can be in South Africa and you can be in Kenya, and you can send your link to somebody in the UK, in the United States, in Europe, other countries. And when you send your link to them, they can make a purchase. 1 bottle, all right? And that 1 bottle applies to your account. It's very simple, all right? So if you sign up 6 people and your team does 3,000 life points, 3,000. If you think about it, that could be anywhere from 25, 30 people on your team. You're a diamond. That's where it all begins. Get yourself to diamond. You don't need to worry about all of the rest. You don't have to understand the entire pay plan. But I'll say this. We pay 64%. 64%. That's a lot that we pay, all right? 2% is for brand new people getting started. You can be brand new and you can earn what's called a builder bonus. I'm curious. Anybody here ever earn a builder bonus with For Life? Raise your hand. Anybody give it? Monica, Tricia, J. Michael, all right? A few hands have gone up. Builder bonus. What's a builder bonus? 3 people. So you don't have to, 6 is getting to diamond, 3 people, and the company will pay you from a global pool up to $800 extra on top of your commission with 3 people. So starting to earn money is actually really simple. Your first goal really is to get that builder bonus. Get 3 people signed up, have them join the loyalty program, which means that they've selected what products they want to complete their 100 life points, and you can start earning from that pool of money. Then, as you work your way to diamond, you get paid on your network. That's 58% you're paid on the network. Then there's the trips. Do you like to go on trips? For Life is, for my wife and I, my family, 106 countries I've been to, and For Life is paid for all of it. You see, they take 1% of their entire global sales and put that into the trips. That's why we've got wonderful trips. Right now, the trip for anybody Any of you here that are with us today, you can earn the trip. The next one's to the Dominican Republic in the Caribbean, and it's for 2 people. Trips are always for 2 people. All right. How do you win a trip? Build 2 diamonds. Build 2 diamonds in your team. And that makes you what's called a presidential diamond. Now you got your trip. And as you move up from there, you keep earning trips and trips and trips and trips. And I've got people that have gone to New Zealand and Australia and all over the world, Ireland, Rio de Janeiro and Brazil, all kinds of trips, right? In total, we pay 64%. So when I talk to people about making money and explain the plan a little bit, I just like to tell them what we pay, 64%. A little bit about the builder bonus. That's your goal, get 3. I've got people that signed up last month, gave them the goal of getting 3, and many of them did it. Some didn't quite hit it. I understand it was Christmas time and so forth, but that's the first goal. Get 3 people on your team. Get 3 people signed up and get them on loyalty. If you're in Africa, loyalty simply means completing your 100 life points by the 20th day of the month. That's it. Okay. So if you do that in Africa, then you are in the loyalty program. Very simple. The rest of us, you have to join loyalty online, select what products you want shipped to you and so forth. Now, we've talked about 3 things and we've done it in less than 30 minutes. Company, bit about transfer factor, our product. I didn't get into gold factor, okay? And we talked a little bit about the opportunity. Get yourself signed up, get your order of product, 100 life points minimum, and start building your business. Now I'm going to open up a PowerPoint and go through real quick to show you. So hopefully help you visualize a little bit. But again, when my goal as a networker is that every one of you can be out and about, developing new relationships, talking to people, meeting people, and at any point in a conversation, you can start sharing with them about your company, For Life, about your product, Transfer Factor, all right, and about your opportunity and how they can get started. Invite, invite, invite. You just keep inviting people and understand timing is everything. Why are you all here today with me on this call? Because it's your time. All right. You want to take advantage of this. You want to change your lives, whether it be physically, financially. All right. And you want to develop and grow and build. And in the end, you want to have a life of abundance, health, and wealth. There's nothing wrong with that, you see. But understand that not everybody is ready for that. We're looking for people that are. And I found that when there's a new year, people have New Year's resolutions, whether it's losing weight, whether it's making more money, people are ready to make some changes at the beginning of the year. So it's a great time right now to be out talking to people and saying, hey, new year, new you. Let's go out and let's build something. Let's make some money, build a great business and help change people's lives through our products and our opportunity. All right. So timing is everything. And so I feel as a networker, also my job is to look for people that are ready. So when I started For Life, I didn't get hung up on whether, someone's ready or not. If they're not ready, it's okay. Another day, follow up, get back to them. Maybe they'll be ready then. I signed up somebody last month. He made diamond his first month. His name's Christopher. He's in Mexico City. And I had to work on him for a while. He wasn't ready at first. And then finally he was ready and he said, okay, let's do this. And he's jumped in a big way. I mean, he made diamond his first 30 days in For Life. And he's declared himself on his social media. He wrote a big post as to why he chose For Life, and he's very serious. And so, you come across people like that, but the only way you find them is if you're networking and you're actively looking for people. Okay. Chances of them knocking on your door is pretty slim, but if you're out looking for them, you'll find them. Okay. So let's get into the PowerPoint real quick. Let me share my screen. Okay. Can you all see my screen? Okay. Hopefully you can.
We can see your screen.
Okay, great. So again, we talked about the company. Let me step back here real quick. Whoops, my bad. Hang on a second, you guys. Go back here. When I talk about business with people, and again, this is generally in casual conversation, I tell them, in business today, if you're going to do a business, you want to do something where you can take advantage of globalization. You want to take advantage that we live in a small world today when it comes to communication. Through WhatsApp, Instagram, social media, you can talk to people all over the world. This is a good example. We got people right now on this Zoom that are probably from, if I counted the countries, we probably have, I don't know, half a dozen, maybe 10 countries on here right now. And so you want to take advantage of that. Networking, you can, especially because For Life is a global company. You can talk to somebody today, that lives in South Africa, and they know someone that lives in London, and they know somebody who lives in the US who knows someone that lives in Brazil. And in a couple of days, your network can be multinational. So take advantage of globalization. Number two, rentability. What's rentability? How many people, in order to survive, have to depend upon their day-to-day efforts? They go to work and they get a check by exchanging time for money. I'd say probably 95% of the people out there in this world, that's how life is. You want to do something where you can invest your time today and start getting paid for what you start and continue to get paid for something you started months, years, decades ago. I do still get paid from people I talked to back in 1998. I've got customers still that buy their transfer factor products over the last 25 years. Every month they continue to use the products, and I get paid for my efforts 25 years ago. That's what you want. Rentability, residual income. When you build a network, that's what happens. Imagine this. Think ahead. Let's go ahead 5 years from now, and you now have a network around the world of 1,000 people. And For Life launches a new product, which, by the way, they're going to be doing here. I just got this the other day. I think you can see me here. This lockbox is a new product. It says VIP on here. I don't have no idea what's in here yet. They're going to be introducing it to us on the 10th of January. They're going to give me the code to open the box. It's the new product coming out. They'll be launching it at convention in April, this new product. All I know, it's anti-aging product. It's a new technology. So imagine you have 1,000 people and For Life introduces a new product, and all these people want to try the new product. You see, you get paid from your efforts from something you started. When For Life introduced ProTF, the protein, it was a global launch. In 24 hours, my network purchased $7 million of product. In 24 hours when they launched that. It was mind-blowing. So imagine that you have a network of people, and that continuously happens throughout the years. That's what you want. Globalization, all right? I'm sorry, rentability. And third, community. Siobhan talks about her community, her nonprofits, the people she's associated with, and that's a community, all right? We're building a community here as well of health, wellness, and financial independence. And as I said before, you are who you associate with. And we all should be very proud of our community, our family, our team that we're building around the world, bringing people in, helping them by teaching them about health and wellness through our products, bringing value to their lives, right? And then the financial side of this, helping people establish some financial independence and having a life of abundance, living life abundantly. Everybody wants to do that. That's what we have. So when I talk to people about this kind of opportunity, I like to touch on those three things: globalization, rentability, and building a community, all right? I like to talk about benefits versus risk. When you think about it, we all base our decisions on benefits, and then we kind of weigh that out against any risks. One of the things I love about our type of business, you get all the benefits, but you don't have the risk. Think about it. When you open a conventional business, what risks do you have? A lot. You got overhead expenses. You might have employees you have to pay. You got all your, the taxes and so forth you have to take care of, the licenses you have to take care of, right? You've got utilities and rents and all those things. And if you have product, you got inventory to manage. It's a lot of responsibility. We don't have that. That's what David Lisenby and company does. 4Life does that. They've got over 1,000 employees to serve you. You've got somebody in Europe that wants to buy product. 4Life will process the payments. 4Life will ship the products for you. 4Life will pay any commissions for it. They do everything. You don't have any risk. All you do is invest in your health by using the products, and then your time and sharing with people, and that's it. So really, there's no financial risk involved like you see in a conventional business, all right? Then there's the tools. We provide all the tools for you. What would it cost you if you started your own business to go build a website and then do that in multiple languages for multiple countries if you want to expand? A lot of money. What about developing a cell phone app where you can share content with people and you can manage your business? That costs a lot of money. 4Life provides all of that for us. So you get all the benefits and you don't have any of the risks. That's why I love this business. Health and wellness. I got involved in health and wellness back in 1990 when I was diagnosed with my autoimmune condition called Crohn's disease. And that's what really drove me to start learning about, health and wellness and doing things through a natural way, not depending on drugs and so forth. Back then, in the late 80s, in 1990, we talked about the health and wellness industry becoming a $1 trillion industry. Today, it's over $4 trillion. Now, I don't know how it is in your countries, but I know here in the States, every mall you go to now, there's some sort of vitamin shop that's there. People are very much into health and wellness. And there's been a paradigm shift when it comes to medicine. A lot of doctors now would prefer to be involved in alternative medicine or holistic medicine, where there might be an allopathic doctor where they can prescribe drugs and when necessary, but they prefer prevention and helping your body stay healthy rather than waiting until it gets sick and then having to give you a drug for it. All right. It's a huge industry, health and wellness. And then we talked about 4Life, 25-year history, multinational. Actually, we're in over 70 countries now, over 1,000 employees, debt-free, 80 patents. We manufacture our own products. And I would encourage you, if you can get over to convention in April, do it. If you can't, come to the next one. But when you come over to our conventions, you take a tour of the manufacturing plant. It's impressive to see how we make our products. You see, we don't go out and buy a product and then resell it to someone. We make it, we manufacture it. And that's why during COVID, we had no problem with supply chain because we make our own product, we manufacture it. In fact, my business grew 500,000 a day in March of 2020. It blew my mind. Every day was going up 500,000 life points because everybody was looking for an immune system product and we had it. They couldn't find anything anywhere else. So 4Life manufactures its own products. David and Bianca Lisenby, very proud to be associated, with David Lisenby and Bianca, and just what we've built through the years. We continue to build a legacy, and that's what it's about, really. In the end, what do you want to leave behind? All right, and why do we do this? Well, because we want the best for the people that we love, the people we know, our prosperity. We want to build a legacy, and that's what this is all about. Transfer factor. We talked about transfer factors, not a vitamin, not a mineral. And that's one of the things that's kind of cool. When you talk to someone, you can tell them, I've got something that's very unique. It's not a vitamin, not a mineral. It's not a herb or a plant. It's not medicine. It's not a drug. What is it? It's literally a messenger molecule. And if you want to use an analogy about this messenger molecule, if you're talking to a woman, female, and you believe she might have children, ask them, say, do you have any kids? If they say, yeah, I've got a couple of kids. Well, you know that when your child was born, you actually produced, manufactured, or created these molecules because your baby didn't have an educated immune system when it was born. And the only thing that was going to protect your child from the threats out there that's going to be exposed to was you. You literally created these messenger molecules and passed them on to your child to help your child defend itself. We have the technology now to isolate this molecule and extract it for consumption on a daily basis to keep our immune systems educated. So that's a great analogy to share with someone, especially if you're talking to a mother, and they can relate to that when you talk about that. All right. Our supplement, our product, Transfer Factor, does what no other product does. And within 2 hours of taking Transfer Factor, it activates your immune cells. All right. And then we talked about how we've applied Transfer Factor in some of our other products. All right. We've got our fitness line. We've got our digestive health line. We've got our anti-aging line, skincare line, our targeted line of products. So you can explain to them, because in the end, when someone's listening to you, the most important thing is them. What will help them? Always think about the needs of the individual you're sharing this with. If you address their needs, whether it be health, maybe they've got a health challenge, and you'll identify that when in a conversation with them. They'll mention it to you. They'll say, well, does your product work for this? Does it work for that? Or maybe they need some extra money. And I found that when I talk to people, as soon as I mention, it's crazy, the financial crisis we're going through. If they agree and say, oh my gosh, yeah, I mean, it's outrageous what my rent is and I can't afford my payments. Well, they need an opportunity. So conversation, natural conversation. Customers, when people join For Life, it's important to know everybody starts as a customer when you join. You're not really even a distributor when you join For Life. You're classified as a customer. Why is that? Well, because if you think about it, you've not sponsored anybody yet. All right. So you can buy products and you can go out and sell those products. That's fine. But to For Life, you're still a customer. Once you enroll your first person, at that point, you are considered an affiliate or a distributor. Okay. But even as a customer, you can take advantage of all the great, perks that we have. You can get the products at the wholesale price. You can even take advantage of the special packages that we have, or BOGOs, or any specials going on. You can get a 25% instant discount on any purchases over 100 life points in the same month. So I've got people that sometimes they'll buy 200, 300, 400 life points in a month of products. Anything over 100, you're going to get 25% discount on that purchase. Okay. You can be part of the loyalty program, and you can even get free product every month, all right, by being part of the loyalty program. So consume and share. Now, this is big, I know, in Kenya, all right? Retail sales, where you can buy products and then you can go out and you can sell those products and you can earn from that as well. But you can also use My Shop by sharing it, all right? You can send those links to people, around the world, and they could make a purchase on your shop, your My Shop, all right? And then there's the part of getting out there and building your network. To me, that's what networking is all about. Getting out, developing a community, a team, a family of people that want to join you. And every time they purchase a product, wherever they are in the world from For Life, you might be asleep and wake up in the morning and you look at your organization and say, oh, wow, last night while I was sleeping, my business did 10,000 life points around the world. All right. You were asleep and somebody in Europe somewhere, or the US or Canada or South America or Japan or Korea or somewhere in Asia bought some product and you just earned a residual income. That's what this is about. So I love our company, our product, our opportunity. And I hope I've been able to share with you a little bit today about how to share this with people. Keep it simple. Use the KISS method. All right. I would encourage you all. By the way, these PowerPoints are available on uplinepro.com. In fact, Cloudy, if you want to type that in for me in the chat, or Siobhan, uplinepro.com. It used to be davedaughtrey.com. It's now Upline Pro, UPLINE Upline Pro. And I chose that because I want everybody to be the best upline they can, be a professional upline. All right. Which means you're going to teach and you're going to work with and serve it, be of good service to your downline so they can be successful, because the more people you help succeed, the more you succeed. And so with that, I'd like to find out, is there anybody here that would like to share any type of testimony today? I want to call somebody out, actually. J. Michael, if you don't mind, you've been with us for quite a while. Just share your feelings. I mean, you've seen a lot with For Life. So how do you feel about our company and our products?
Gosh, Dave, thanks. Every year my first year was 2015 when somebody said, "Hey, I've got somebody I want you to talk to." It was you, actually. And God bless her, it was Monica. You remember that back in 2015. And I didn't know anything. I've never heard of For Life. And we had a conversation very similar to what you just shared today. And it made sense to me. I was blessed with a life as a restaurateur. I had restaurants in Colorado and Hawaii. Gosh, I was blessed way more than I probably was deserved with a great 35-year career as owning restaurants. But I saw what you just explained. It made sense to me, and I made an instant decision. And I said, absolutely. Yeah, I was ready. I was ready then. So I joined and went to work. And it's been an incredible journey. I think I've been to four conventions. I don't think and I can't wait to get to Salt Lake in April of this year, the next convention. But it's been for my health and for building Judy and I's. Judy and I are in our 70s, but I'm one of those people that don't think I'll ever really retire. I love serving and helping other people build their business, which then in turns just builds my business and building and networking. So it's been an incredible journey. I see nothing but positive and continuing in the future. Gosh, we've got so many new people have joined us here in the last 2 or 3 months, from Jillian and Siobhan, and it's been great to see all these new people from around the world, from Kenya and South Africa, joining us. I love the Kenyan team. I work with the Kenyan team as much as I can. I just have a heart for East Africa, but it's been a great journey. I don't know that there's a better opportunity out there right now than For Life. Thanks, Dave.
Jim Michael, one of the things that, I know that inspired you, when you looked at For Life was not just the Foundation for Life, but the Fortify program also.
Yes, absolutely.
And so if you don't mind sharing real quick so everybody understands what Fortify is.
Okay.
And kind of how that works.
Sure. Dave talked about forlife.com. It's a company that we've done how many billion in commissions have they paid out in 25 years,
They
Dave?
paid my team over I wish 4, but it's over $2 billion so far. It'll be 4,
However, Dave's correct. Judy and I, as I said, have a heart for missions and helping people, particularly children. We are advocates for African children, but around the world. But anyway, For Life also has a nonprofit called Foundation for Life. And its mission is to help children all over the world. We have orphanages that we support, but we have a product called Fortify, which is an amazing product that's designed to help end malnutrition in children. And one bag of Fortify can feed up to 24 children. And Judy and I purchase and donate a bag every month. It's just something we do. You don't receive the bag. The bag is then donated to feed the children, which then distributes the Fortify around the world for no additional charge or purpose or fees. So when you buy a bag of Fortify and donate it, it gets to a child somewhere in our world. Probably the Philippines, South America, wherever. But the Fortify program is a wonderful product. You can search online for it in our catalog, and I think Dave's going to pull it up here real quick. And you just go in and buy it, and it'll be donated. And as I said, it can feed a child for almost a month, and or feed up to 24 children in one feeding. That's the bag. It also has transfer factor in it. It's the only malnutrition product in the world that has transfer factor in it. So it also helps the immune system of these children that have been on it for weeks or months. And it's actually one of the products that Dave mentioned to me that was one of the decisions I made to join For Life, because I so believe in this product. Thanks, Dave.
J. Michael, an example of when you might want to do something like this. Let's say that you are 30 life points away from being a diamond. Well, you want to top off. You're thinking, okay, I only need 30 life points and I'm a diamond. My check's going to go up. All right. So, okay, I'll go ahead and maybe buy, a couple of transfer factor toothpaste. And then I'll go ahead and buy a Fortify. You're going to get the life points. You're going to get 15 life points to help you get to that diamond level, but you're not going to get the bag of Fortify. It's going to go to a child. All right. You're going to be able to provide a complete meal pack that goes to a child somewhere around the world. For Life actually is teamed up with Feed the Children. They send pallets of Fortify around the world to feed children. So that's what I love about this company, the contribution that you get to make in helping people around the world. So that's how the Fortify program works. So I'd like to just kind of finish up real quick. And Jillian, if you don't mind, I want to jump to you, our new diamond. If you don't mind sharing with us all, Jillian, real quick, congratulations again on reaching diamond. I know you looked at For Life for a while as well. What made you decide to join us?
Gonna unmute. Okay.
You're unmuted now.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I decided to join For Life, and for those that don't know my story, I come from a corporate background. So I actually was, like Dave mentioned, I was initially I joined a company as a divisional sales manager for Avon Global, and within that first year, I transformed a territory from like the last ranking territory in the country to number 9, and then comped that, and I got hooked into the idea of direct selling based on what I was doing with by allowing other people to work from home. Having come from a corporate background in retail sales. I was a marketing manager and I worked 60 hours a week. I was, a mother of 2 children. I was, commuting back and forth in Toronto, Canada. So my time was always getting to work. And when I was at work, I was on my feet. I never had a lot of downtime. But then as a single mother, eventually later on in life, the idea of now having to work full time and then, look after aging parents and look after teenage daughters and doing this all effectively on my own, nobody actually at that point during my career in marketing, and I had a really great job, as a marketing manager for a major department store. Nobody approached me with the option that I had the freedom to work from home and be there for my family. Nobody ever, I never even looked at that as an option till eventually circumstances dictated that I might want to look at some other opportunities with another company. And I got hired to take the skill set I had done in the corporate world to go work for a direct selling company. And I believed in what I was giving people, what was the gift of time. And for me, that's why I was so successful in the first year, because I believed I was with what I was doing. It didn't so matter. It wasn't so much about the product, because, it was lipsticks, it was makeup, it was everyday, jewelry and stuff like that. But it was about the gift of time that I was giving people. So I just ran with it. And I was like probably the best advocate for that company, because I did not have time in relation to my background. I did not have time. I did not have that time to be with my family. Did not have the time to be with my parents. Did not have that time to be with my children, because I worked so much. So if I had known the gift of time, and now I was able to pay that forward, I was just running with it. So I became a trainer, and then I, with the company, I progressed with the company. And then what happened? I was helping so many people with their time. I had a head-on collision, and that affected my health. So now, not only was I exuberant with this whole industry, the MLM industry, it is an amazing opportunity to be an entrepreneur and earn on your own terms, but now I was faced with a health issue. So I love the idea of MLM company. Direct selling gives you the freedom that I never had when I was younger, and I wish somebody had given me that gift. But now I was faced with health concerns. So what better way to embrace a company that not only helps you give back the time that you've lost, and if you've gone through the journey that I did, 20 years of working with a company that took all my time, and I didn't have that balance. But then I was hit in the head-on collision, and my health got deteriorated. So now I'm with a company that not only gives me time and potential wealth on my own terms, but it's now given me a increased health. I've been on the transfer factor, been on the recall, and for those that heard my story, I had a head injury, and that was one of the reasons why I had to back away from my corporate career that I loved, was because of health issues. And I was introduced to the concept of pro-life from a beautiful person, Claudia. I know she's helping host this, and we've been friends for years. I mean, we're the same company. But I've been inundated with, oh, you got to join this company, you got to join that company, oh, you got to join this company. And believe me, I had everybody, when they knew my background, wanting me to join the company. But for me, it was about, I got to get my hand on the transfer factor, I've got to get my hand on some of the products, and I need to believe in the story. I believe in the concept of direct selling because I sold it. I was doing amazingly well with it. But I needed to find another aspect to it, which was the product. We all talk about direct selling, but if you don't believe in the products and the results, and I worked with a naturopath, Daughtrey, if you know about her, she's a celebrity naturopath, and she saved my life when it came to some aspects of my health. But the added benefit is we have this in our hands that we can help, enhance people's lives. I'd like to say we could save lives, but I've got to be careful about compliance. But we can enhance their lives and we can make things better. So the fact that I'm going to get paid for this, and I can be responsible for my own time, and I can help bring people in that I love, that are working part of my team. Like Siobhan, I love her dearly. I've got other people that are coming in, and people from like, to Dave's point, my influence is growing bigger, but it's on my terms. And I'm thankful for the team. I'm thankful for the fact that you're conservative in your values and your how you think about the long-term effect, not just the quick win. So it's not just about flavor, marketing. It's about producing long-term residual income. And if you understand the benefit of residual income, you will drop everything and go forward with this. Residual income is another thing that we should talk about in the long term, because for those that have come from a 9-to-5 world, when the check stops or they close the door, you're done. This way, I know with the efforts I'm putting in today, it's going to reward me and my family long term. And that's why I decided to join For Life, is because they have credibility. They have 25 years of backing. They're conservative. They're not going to be risk. Believe me, I've been exposed to too many companies to shake a stick at, that I've been fly by night, and they're wonderful lipstick and wonderful, marketing presence, but they don't sustain it. So that's why I chose For Life, Dave. And that's why now that I'm back on my island, the fact that I can be on a beach, I could be on my phone app, and and I can just send a link, show a video here and there, and I can be healthy doing this. And my dog's healthy. Oh my gosh, wait to share my testimonial about my dog, and wait till I share my testimonial about my mother-in-law. Oh my gosh, I've opened up a catalyst of all these healthy people, around me now. It's going to be a great story. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Jillian. It's always exciting to hear stories. That's one thing I love about this, is all the stories that we hear. So with that, I want to thank you all for joining us today. hopefully you've been able to gain some knowledge about who we are, For Life, about our product transfer factor and our product line, and about this opportunity where you can establish a life of financial freedom if you so choose. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, Siobhan, and we'll just close it out. Thank you, everyone. Keep going, keep growing. Looking forward to seeing you on a lot of our future calls. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dave. You've inspired me again. I learn something new from you every time you open your mouth. And this one was the 22-year-old comment, I have to say, because I went, wait a minute, John just said something similar the other day. He said, I feel like I'm in my younger body. Right? And he's only been on transfer factor for, I mean, I think he's done one bottle. So 1 month, and here he is like strutting around going, yeah, I feel like I'm in my 20s. And that just reminded me of that, Dave. So thank you so much for your inspiration, the wealth of knowledge that you share. That just you just want to get out there and tell more people about transfer factor and about For Life and about the opportunity. And there's so many ways that you can create an income and create that family life balance, or, work-life balance, family life too, balance, anywhere you are in the world. And J. Michael, I love that you tell people about Fortify, because it's so, so very important. I think Irene Nagudi, who's on the call, she's with Kachini Gardeners in Uganda. She is helping feed children in Uganda, teach them to grow their own food. And it's because they have one meal a day. So we'll get Irene talking on another call at some point, because it's so important. And when you're making a purchase of product, you can always donate $1, $2, $5 to the foundation. So to the For Life Foundation, and some Fortify goes off to a child who really needs a healthy meal. And Jillian, I of course love you. And we have so much to do with our team within the bigger team, and it's exciting. And I just want to say, I noticed that Erica Campbell is here. She is here. It's her first time on a Thursday meeting, a business opportunity meeting. And we want to say hi, Erica. How are you? And Dr. Ojina is here. He's our bronze in Kenya, a leader for Africa in Kenya. And I just wanted to say hello. And some, a lot of the people that are here from South Africa and Kenya and Uganda today will be able to listen in on some of Dr. Regina's presentations. We'll get those links to you. And I think that is about it. Claudia, do we have time to get some new people to introduce themselves, or
yeah, no, we can just greet them by name. We just want to make sure they get acknowledged. They don't have to talk. You can acknowledge them. And I think it was sorry, I'm just going back to the name. We want to make sure we greet Sifo from South Africa and Prophet from Ghana. These are guests from Trisha. So Trisha, great. Please talk to Trisha and ask any questions that you have about this presentation. And Siobhan, you had obviously our lady from the gardens. I'm sorry, you want to greet her and somebody else? I think you had two guests. Oh, sorry, Trisha, there's Susan's guests. Yay, Susan. Very good. And Siobhan, I think you had two guests as well.
I do. Irene and Rogers, they're both from Uganda, and they both work for Kachini Gardeners. And so they're teaching children to grow food. So it's a great marriage between actually all our nonprofits. J. Michael, I just want
yes, my
we'll
goodness.
have to do something together.
There's
definitely.
so much.
Some of the guests that we have actually are from Susan. So I want to welcome Susan. Real quick, Susan lived in San Diego here, where I live in San Diego, not too far actually from my house. And she's in Kenya. And so I want to welcome Susan. Thank you for being part of our For Life family, part of the team. Susan's sponsor is Trisha, and Susan has some guests as well. So welcome. Hopefully you'll become part of our For Life family.
Thank you. Last but not least, I have actually, we have reopened these Thursday business opportunities, and what a great success. We've had over, I think, almost 40 people or more. So these will definitely continue. We have our health talks and I'm talking about the Africa time. We have Mentor Mondays at 8 p.m., health talks at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. And I have actually added, I'm going to raise the commitment level for myself and anybody that wants to support me, because as my English team grows, I want to be there for them. So I have added in the calendar, and you can see it now, it's already there. I have added a 7:00 a.m. San Diego, which is going to be in the morning for Africa. I hope it doesn't cross over, Jesse or Dr. Regina, with one of yours. But it's just going to be about transfer factor and immune system. So not necessarily transfer factor, but as the teams grow and they have a need to learn more about what transfer factor is, how, everything that we already know, we are going to be talking transfer factor and obviously gold. We used to be all about transfer factor, but now we have a second line. So, and we don't know what's coming up. So we're just going to call it immune system health. Please join in. Feel free to, if you're new or if you are not so new. Now, if you're not so new and you want to help me with that call, that would be great. And it's going to be every Saturday. I'm committing every Saturday morning to be there answering health questions, and maybe some testimonials, because we do like to bring our guests, like Siobhan just did with testimonials. And so we'll see how that call evolves. Right now it'll be a training call. I added another one. That one's a little late for Africa, but I'm also committing to Friday afternoons being there for question and answer. It's gonna be question answer tools and comp plan dive. I'm going to be talking to Dave about that one. Probably I'm going to ask Gabby to help us with those QR codes that people continue asking. How do I make the QR codes? How do I make the samples? So I'm going to be recruiting my platinum lady to be helping me with that. So lots of new meetings that I'm going to be adding into that calendar, see how they work out. We can probably be moving. So always go to the calendar. That's the rule number one. If there's a flyer with a wrong code, hey, it might have a wrong code. If there's an announcement, we're all humans. We make lots of mistakes. And I sometimes make a mistake in the calendar too. But most of the time, people are checking on me, starting with Dave. So just go to the calendar. That's got 99.9 security. You're going to be safely on the room, on the time, and on the day that you need to send your guests to. And again, we thank you for being in this call. Siobhan, you want to say something?
Oh, I just noticed that Trisha said Mary is a brand new sign up. So she's on the call. So everybody.
Yay, send some hearts for
Welcome.
Mary.
Welcome, Mary.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Very good. So we can close. Dave, thank you for a great call. Siobhan, thank you. You are an amazing host. I think we're going to have a lot of Siobhan. See, Michael, they start coming out. Michael is my stellar co-host, but when Michael and I are going through health challenges, people rise. And so we thank you, Siobhan, for taking over, because that's what we are. We are a team. Remember, yes, I'm going to be starting on that private team chat to ask for people to start co-hosting. So we have 1 and 2 hosts again, because we like to hear you. We like to hear your testimonials. So Trisha, Wangechi, and all of the ladies and gentlemen in Africa, I need more co-hosts and testimonials. Monica, we would love to see if maybe we can get you in a call for health, and just anybody that wants to participate, bringing some more flavor to the team. We love it. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and we can greet each other. We can unmute our mics. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Keep growing, everybody. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
We're going to have an awesome 2024.
We are. See you in Salt Lake.
Yeah, we'll see you in Salt Lake, Michael.
And reach out to whoever encouraged you to come to this call, and get going. We'll see you. We've got a great team and great support. So
Thank
let's
you.
do it.
Get
Thank
going,
you,
get
everybody.
going.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Good luck
everybody.
to everyone.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, Dr. Gina. I don't know if you left already.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.